Guys, inizilla here with a new kind of video, not Pokemon related for once. Thought I'd introduce you to this cool website that I like to use. It's called stuner.net. I'm a kind of a car guy, and if you haven't noticed from Pokemon, you know. So this is a cool website that lets you take any kind of, well, a good selection of like Japanese sports cars and such as H for Honda and for Nissan. And I thought I'd just show you this cool website and maybe do a couple of builds here and there. So yeah, there's also like BMWs and stuff. So I kind of thought I wanted to do like a Honda Civic, just kind of show you guys how cool they can be. So I'm just going to go to the EG here. The EG stands for the chassis code that this generation Civic had. So with that, let's start off with that and go straight to its parts. Go to roof and rear, go for the hatchback, of course. So we got that. Guards, wide. That looks dumb. Stock, yeah, what's this one? Drag. That's gonna look dumb. Let's just go with the stock fender for now. Bonnets, so that's the hood. What's the stock one look like? Decent. Too many vents, it kind of looks silly. I like this one the best for it, actually. So let's go with that. Now with the side skirts, we don't want it to look too like it's trying too hard, because Honda Civics that try too hard always look terrible. Let's just go with that simple looking side skirt. Now for the front bumper. This one, no, it's too, doesn't match the side skirt. This one, lip, this one. I kind of like that. Let's go with that for now. Rear. Just stick this guy on here. That'll look decent, I guess. Alright. So let's stick some headlights on it. Does it look good with the eyebrows on and the headlights, or no? Should we go without the eyebrows with the projection headlights, or the stock headlights? Let's go with the eyebrows. That looks kind of cool. Alright. Whoops, taillights. Don't really have an option here. We got the hatchback taillights or the ones for the sedan. And as you can see, they don't fit. So let's go with the ones for the hatchback. Spoilers, alright. We don't want this front wheel drive car to have a big obnoxious spoiler on it, so let's just stick something kind of mild on there. That one looks kind of goofy, doesn't it? I'm thinking that one maybe. Or that one looks cool. That looks dumb. Yeah, let's stick this guy on. There we go. Alright. Other parts. What can we do? Molds, front bar insert. Is that for like the... Yeah, it's for the grill here. What are these? Vents. Yeah, that looks better like that. Looks kind of aggressive now. This is going to be a good looking Honda Civic, guys. Alright. Accessories. What should we do? What else should we do? Exhaust, of course. Gotta have a nice big exhaust can on this thing. Not that one. That's too big. Number 4. That looks kind of goofy, but I like it. Alright, let's double click on it, edit, move it back. Whoops. Up a little bit. There we go. Going all Bosozoku style on the Civic. Alright. If you don't know what Bosozoku is, I recommend you Google it, because I don't feel like explaining. An intercooler to give off the effect that it's turbocharged. This generation Honda Civic, up until now. Actually, the Honda Civic that's coming out next year, I believe, is going to be turbocharged, but every other Honda Civic before then did not come turbo. So we're just going to pretend that this Civic has an aftermarket Garrett turbo installed or something. Give it that effect of being a fast-looking, aggressive car. Alright. That aero, these parts are mainly just for like building like race cars with like Supers or RX-7s or something, so we'll skip that. And the global parts generally don't really do much for the effect. So let's move on from that. Let's actually lower the suspension a little bit first. There. And if that's too low for whatever, we can always just change it. Let's stick some nice rims on here. It's usually easy to just go scroll all the way down here and find the T37s because they look good on anything. If they would load. See, these tires are a bit too big, so let's just reduce the profile a little bit. Let's offset. Let's adjust the offset. Let's just make them really wide, because why not? Dish those spokes in a little bit. Camber angle a little bit so that. Let's just reduce the rim size a little. There we go. That looks awesome. Do you guys like those T37 rims? An old buddy of mine had a Subaru WRX in '08 with a set of these on him. He bought the whole car second hand off some guy, but the rims themselves cost like $700 to like $900 a piece. They're ridiculous. So now we got the tires and rims set. Let's just look at some of the rims, see if something will look nicer. What's this? G6 ET1. No, that's hideous. Eleanor. What is this? Load. Some dish that might look good. Nah, let's stick something else on there. CZR7. What's that? Ooh. That looks cool. I like that. Alright. So now let's go to the interior. Put some seats and stuff in. So it doesn't really matter what seats and stuff you put in it. I just want it to look more real than, yeah. Door trims, blah, steering wheel, doesn't really matter. Gear shifter. If it ain't a manual transmission, then it ain't a proper transmission at all. Alright. Now with that, let's go to, is it miscellaneous? Yes, window tint. And because it's a proper JDM car, the steering wheel's on the right hand side of the car, so we're not going to change that. Right hand drive, or it's wrong wheel drive. Alright. That's looking pretty awesome for Honda Civic. If there's any other generation Civic besides the one I have now, I'd want to get this one probably. Alright, car colors. What color should our masterpiece be? Yellow? Go like a gold maybe? Just adjust that a little bit. I don't know. This doesn't seem natural, if you know what I'm saying. Red maybe. Red always looks cool. Dark red. Ooh, that looks better than the yellow at least. If any of you ever watched the anime Initial D, this would probably look a lot like the one that Shingo Shoji used in his race with Takumi, the gum tape deathmatch. But not really a fan of that. Maybe black. Ooh, that looks cool. That's a bit too shiny. Alright, I can work with that. Let's go with the highlight, change that, what's that thing called, can't think right now, this little splitter thing, let's just change it to black, because it looks dumb being gray. Alright, click, black, alright, there we go. Now let's paint the rims, the center. It always looks good on black cars, either gold rims or red rims. But I'm gonna go with red, because black and red looks cool. Adjust the shininess of that. Sure, whatever, that looks good. And now is it the outer or the face? Change that to white. Alright, and adjust the shine of that. You got a cool chrome looking rim there. And that's pretty much the basics of using S-Tuner. Yep. I frequent this website a lot because besides being a Pokemon nerd, I'm an avid JDM car fan. So yeah. There's other things you can do, like the engine. Say if you like pop the hood, stick an engine and stuff in there. But if you're just going for like say like a car that looks nice, you don't really need to do this because it is kind of complicated. Let's just stick a 4-cylinder engine in there. There we go. Intake manifolds. Like, I'm not the most mechanically inclined person, so I don't even really know what I'm doing, honestly. Let's just stick that intake manifold on top of it. Alright, exhaust. We're turboed, so let's put this turbo one on here. Alright, see that little thing right there? That's a turbocharger if you don't know. Rock covers. The one that would look good for a 4-cylinder, probably this one. I think that's the one that Honda uses on theirs. I don't know. Front dress, thermostat. Okay, the rest of this is just like useless stuff. Well, not useless if you're like building a real car, but useless if you're just like playing with S-Tuner. So yeah, there's that. Hope you enjoyed watching me build this on the Civic. If you aren't a car fan, then you should get into it. It's pretty cool. This is an expensive hobby unless you don't actually have a car, then it's actually ridiculously cheap. Alright, so with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.